Hello kids, good morning to all. Welcome to the session 2, right? So in session 1, we learn about what? The dress, right? About from where we get the final dress, right? So from the cotton, the farmer will grow the cottons, right? Then they will clean everything, then to the spinning machine they will get yarn, right? It's like a thread, right? So after that they will wave it, then it means they will attach the threads, right? So they will join those threads, then we'll get the cloth which is white in color, right? So after that they will put different colors, then after that after the colors they will dry those clothes, right? So then after that what they will do, they will send it to the market, right? After we'll get the materials from the cloth from the shop, or if it is we'll get the ready-made means from the tailor he will stitch the clothes, right? So then what will happen, we'll get the final dress, right? So this we learned in the previous class, right? So in the session 2 we learn the people who wear in a different way, right? So the different people wear different kind of clothes, right? So when we see a farmer, right, when we see the farmer, he wear different kind of clothes. When you see the bank manager, even he wear different style of cloth. When you see your mother, some of those wear saris, some of those wear kurti patialas, right? So some of those wear kurti pajamas, right? So some, and if you see your father, right, everybody has a different way of wearing the clothes, right? So that only we are going to learn, okay? So put right mark in the picture of the dresses which are generally used by people of your locality, right? So if you see the first picture, right, if your father is farmer, then he used to wear these kinds, right? So with the dhoti, right, kurta, with hat, right? So he will use that pagdi, right? So everybody has different way of wearing cloth. Now you see the second one. If you see the second picture, it's what? He wore what? Now see the second one, right? Even he wore different. See the third, he wore trouser, shirt with a jacket, right? So if you see the fourth picture, right? So usually the kurgis, right? So who was getting what? Coffee leaves, tea leaves, they usually wear these kind of clothes, right? So from the Kodugu side, right? So the Kurgis, they usually wear these kind of clothes. See the next one, the Marathas, they wear these kinds. If you see the Punjab, they use these kinds of clothes, right? So Langa Dauni, right? Sari, Panche, right? So if you see from Kerala, they will wear white dhoti, and they will wear shirt, right? If you see our Maharashtra side, they will wear other style of cloth. If you see North Karnataka, even they have different culture of wearing clothes. So everybody has different culture, or the way of they design their clothes, right? So depends on the locality, right? If you see Maharashtrian style is different, If you see Karnataka has different style. If you see Kerala, they will wear white saris, right? So the Kurgis have different style. So everybody has different style of wearing clothes, right? So we usually see these, the first, the sari, right? So the kurti and this panchena, right? So they usually, we can see these in our locality. Okay, now see the next exercise. Write the names of the dress which are used in different season, right? So we'll wear, as I said in previous session, about every season has different clothes, right? So when it is rainy season, how was the climate? It's very cold, it's quite cold, right? So we can't, when we are stepping out, what we will wear? We'll use umbrella or raincoat, right? So here for the rainy season we'll wear what? Sweater, right? So raincoat, right? So things which make feel comfortable, right? So for the winter we'll wear sweaters, jackets, leather jackets, denims, right? To keep ourselves, it protects us from cold, right? So to keep us heat, right? So for the winter, it's how the climate, it's very cold. So when you are cold, what you will wear? You will wear sweaters, you will wear shawl, right? So for the summer season, you will wear cotton clothes which make you feel more cold, right? So you don't feel to wear, in summer you can't wear sweaters and jackets on, right? So you already feel so heat in that time, you can't wear jackets. Yes, now give 3 examples for the dresses which are stitched, right? So the whatever the materials, we go to tailor to get stitched, right? So whether it's chudidar, we'll give frocks, chudidar, lehenga, blouse, right? We'll give for the stitching things. Give 3 examples for the dresses which are not stitched, like a sari. We can't, now we'll get a stitched one, but still more of those which are not stitched, right? That not necessary to get stitched, like saris, right? So that no need to get stitched, right? So do it yourself. So here a small exercise, prepare colors by using easily available things such as leaves, vegetable, flowers, nuts, etc. Right? So right, we'll get from the hibiscus, right? If you just need to dip in a hot water, okay? So for the 10 minutes, then you just keep it dry, okay? Then after getting dry, you will after pasting that powder, will get the color. What is the color of hibiscus? Red, right? So we'll get a red color, right? So if with the beetroot, so we no need to boil. If you cut and put in paper, we'll get that color. In the same way, carrot, from the carrot we'll get the orange color, right? So from the turmeric we'll get a yellow, right? From the what, with the other colors we can use, right? So here see, from the beetroot we'll get the red, from the turmeric we'll get the yellow. So these are natural things. So we'll get a turmeric by growing in grounds, right? So we just need to get dry and we mixed, we'll get the turmeric powder. So it's no other colors, it's a natural. So from that you can do like this, okay? So just try this. And with the leaf, if we mix the dried, not the if we paste the leaf, we'll get the color of green. So with that we can color green, okay? Now see the color a white paper of cloth, you may use the pieces of lady fingers, right? With the lady fingers, if we cut the lady fingers, so what will happen? We'll get this shape, flower shape. Okay, you can dip and paste into the cloth. Now see the third activity. So tightly wrap a coin in the piece of cloth, dip in the colored water, open in after it get dried and observe. Right, so what you have to do, you have to just keep coin and dip into the color. So if you open, you will get the colors, right? So it will be a nice design. Okay, just try this. Put 4 to 5 colors into water. Okay, you just take a put 4. So here what you have to do, you just take one plate, okay, where you pour 4 or 5 colors into the same plate, okay, and dip a piece of white cloth or a piece of paper in that. Immediately remove it. Okay, what you have to do, you just take one plate, you mix some colors, put little water and put cloth on that. Okay, then you will get a nice design. So whatever the colors you like, so you can add and then dip that cotton cloth in that, then immediately take out. Okay, keep that dry. Okay, carefully hang it and observe after it gets dried. Okay, so you just keep it for dry. So after that we'll get a nice design, right, with the many other colors. So make an impression on white paper, dipping your thumb in a different colors. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to take colors, put thumb in color, then you can draw like this. Okay, so we'll get a nice colors. You can make many other designs with these. Okay, so one more, take a cotton bulbs, dip them in a different colors and make a different picture patterns. Okay, so with this you can buds. Okay, so with this you can make a different kind of design. So what it meant for this activity, so what you learn, you can make many other designs, right? So if you see the fabrics, so if you see the colors, if you see any cloth, there is many other designs by using these things only, right? So we can make many other designs. Okay, now see the last part of this lesson. Do you know this? In the beginning, clothes were made of hide, wool, leaves and grass. That's what as I said, people don't know whether we can, they know the availability of sheep are there, right, rabbits are there, even they grow wool also there, but they don't know how to use it. So they want to hide their body, right? So with the leaf, they used to stitch with the leaves only, leaves, small stick they used to wear. If we see the tribals, right, so they wear these kind of clothes only, right? They don't know how to stitch, how the uses, right? So to hide and they protect their body, they use these leaves only, right? There are different yarns from plants, yarns to silk and nylon. From these yarns, different type of cloth are prepared. The clothes are colored using the colors made from plants and chemicals. It is an example for the creativity of man, right? So here we see many varieties in clothing. right? Some designs are, right? So some they use with the chemicals, some we can get from the machines, the printouts, right? So now we can see the creativity in many other way. Karnataka is the state which product most of the silk in the India, right? So India is the most, will get the silk here, right? Because the product producing of silkworms from the caterpillar cocoons, right? So will get easily available in the Karnataka, right? So here around 70% of the silk produced in India is from Karnataka, right? So most of the silk is produced in Bangalore rural districts, Ramanagara district and Mysore district. So we can see the Mysore silk and all. So they are very easily available, right? So silk is easily available in our Karnataka. So 70% of the silk is produced out of liquid produced in the body of the silkworm and insect, right? So the saris manufactured in Ilkal in Bagalkoti district are famous all over the world. Traditional dresses of Karnataka state, right? So dresses for men is like dhoti, shirt, towel, right? So dresses for women, sari, blouse, langa, skirt, long skirt, veil, blouse. There are many other things for the ladies, right? So from this lesson, what we learn, from where we get the cloth, from how we get the final product, right? From how we get the final dress. So that only we learn for the today's class, right? So thank you for watching. Have a great day, kids. Just try this all activity. Have fun. Have a great day.